I then went on to work in product management for a genetic testing startup, where I was there for 3 years, and it was during my time at this company that my golf life actually started. Towards the end of 2019, right before the start of COVID-19, my boyfriend of the time, his dad took me out onto a golf course just to ride the buggy, and I was genuinely blown away with how stunning it was. I mean, we were in Spain and it was beautiful weather, but still the whole experience was just absolutely fantastic. Some of you know this already, but my dad is a huge PC gamer. So my childhood was literally playing PC games from probably the age of 2 with my dad, with my brother. Like, it was just the thing we did. We didn't do stuff like golf. It wasn't our thing. So I know I did actually get my dad some golf clubs for Christmas this year, so maybe it will be our thing soon. I'm so excited for him. Anyway, seeing a golf course like that, I was just like, whoa, this is so cool, so insane, so stunning. Why have I not been out here before? And how the hell are there pieces of land that actually look like this? So his dad helped me hit a few balls at the range, of which, of course, I was categorically terrible. Like, awful. To the extent I was like, Mia, I thought you had hand-eye coordination. You literally have no hand-eye coordination. Why are you doing these air shots? Can you not see the ball right in front of you? Anyway, I'll save my first golfing experience for another time. After this, I was like, I really want to buy some golf shoes. I don't know why. I just thought if you had the gear, then you were just set up. All other sports I do, you need to have the certain shoes to play them. You need your netball shoes, you need your athletic shoes, you just need your hockey shoes, you just need them. So I was like, I need golf shoes, obviously. Anyway, I got in my head that I needed some, and so off I went to find some. And I had absolutely zero idea of how hard it was actually going to be. We're in 2019, right? And so I was like, obviously I could just go to a shop and I can buy golf shoes. It's going to be dead easy. But it was so difficult. So many pro shops actually sold nothing for women. Like, not even a single item. It was just all for men. And I was just like, this is so weird and so confusing. I've been so privileged in life, and I really know I have, that whenever I've wanted to start something or do something, I've literally just been able to do it. Everything's just been there for me, And this was the first time where I found it really difficult to start something just because of my gender. It was so strange. And then I was like, you know what? Surely the UK's biggest golf retailer, American Golf, they're going to stock stuff for women. We're going to be fine. At least I'll have something. And I went to their flagship store in London, in Monument. And when I went in, there was not a single item for women. There was not a single item for juniors either. And I was thinking, I'm not going to put those on my feet, am I? Basically, it turns out they pulled all women's and juniors from all of their retail stores across the UK. So you could buy it online, but you can't go into a shop, and you couldn't buy anything. What a world we live in the 21st century. I just wanted to buy some golf shoes and I couldn't. It was so crazy. The thing was, I also just couldn't believe I was the only woman or girl who would experience this, who would be in exactly the same situation, who would have been turned away. Like, it must have happened to other people. I just felt like it wasn't right, it wasn't really fair. I started by messaging American Golf customer services, and I just didn't feel like I got the appropriate response. I didn't quite get the answers or get the conclusion or get the, plan of how we can change this that I wanted to. And I've never really spoken about this. I always just say, oh, I got in touch with the CEO of American Golf. We didn't just get in touch with the CEO of American Golf. We had to find who he was. We had to graft and do some crazy stuff just to locate him and get his details. So I did some hard LinkedIn stalking. I'm not gonna lie, it took time. It took me going through so many different people, but eventually we got to the CEO of American Golf, because he was the person I wanted to talk to. He was the one I wanted to influence. He was the one I wanted to showcase the market that there could be. I just didn't believe, hand on heart, that I'm the only ever girl who wants to start playing golf. Now, don't get me wrong. I was annoyed that I couldn't buy golf shoes, but that really wasn't my point. I wanted to help change the fact that I couldn't buy golf shoes, not just for myself, but for others too. So we met a couple of times, had some chats together. I'd say I offered some pretty valuable free consulting to American Golf at this point. I mean, I wasn't there just to complain. I wasn't really there to complain at all. I just wanted to show them what could be done in terms of quick wins, longer term strategies, and basically help them effectively like pioneer the way for women's golf. I was doing it because I wanted to. I was helping them because I wanted to. I guess the selfish part for me was I wanted to be able to go in and buy some golf shoes. I wasn't really thinking, it's just kind of like in my nature to do stuff like this, I guess. Anyway, it was the CEO of American Golf who told me I should start an Instagram. At the time, I had my own personal Instagram account, but you know, that was it. It was just like a normal one, nothing special. I was a bit like, oh God, why is this guy telling me to start an Instagram account? Like, I thought it was quite cringe, to be honest with you, for myself to do it. Like, I thought seeing myself would be really cringe. I'm just a behind the scenes kind of girl. That's what I've been used to. I love making things, building things. That's like my whole product management kind of background, my experience. That's what I did. I was not an Insta gal. And I was thinking, how is this going to help me get you to stock golf shoes in your shops? But I went away and I thought about it. They're a business. Obviously they're a business. Why don't they stock women's and juniors? Well, because the demand is low. How will they increase their demand? By more women and more juniors playing and starting golf. And as a business, they can only do so much, right? And I can only advise them on so much. But as an individual, well, I felt like I could do so much more because I was in control. I could do my bit. I remember it was so scary for me going to golf for the first time. And I know that I would never have golfed had someone not invited me. You just don't wake up one day and go, oh, I think I'm going to start playing golf today. It just doesn't happen like that. You need someone to hold out their hand. You need someone to get you started. And that's when I thought, maybe I could be that person who helps get people into golf. Maybe I could be the person who tells them, don't worry, who encourages them, who encourages people to invite their friends. Maybe if I can get more people thinking about starting golf, then I would be able to do my little bit to help. So on the 1st of January, I turned my personal Instagram account into my now golf Instagram account. I think I probably had about maybe like 1,000 followers from my personal account, but obviously they weren't golf people and they weren't, well, maybe they were, but I didn't think they were interested in golf, or that I knew anyway. So it felt like a bit of a risk, especially with your friends being able to see what you're doing. I mean, I definitely got some mocking jokes made of me. I mean, you would, it's banter. I didn't care too much though because I saw the bigger picture in my head. And also, I'd already started working with American Golf, so I knew the worst case scenario. I'd have at least had some behind the scenes impact, and for me, that's what mattered.